you. Thank you. And Mac, I want to say thank you. I learned so much. It's never too late to keep learning. And I learned so many good things from you today. And great to see you. I am so honored to have been invited here to speak to my friends in BNI LEKKI. Dr. and Mrs. Olabanjo know that I've been in BNI 25 years. And so they asked me if I would speak on why I stayed around so long. Well, before I found BNI, I had been in a lot of different organizations. And I want you to know, I found that BNI was very different from almost any organization I had ever been exposed to. So why do you think that is? I think it's because BNI members are givers gain people. BNI members know that if you help someone else succeed, they will help you succeed. And that is the very essence of what BNI is all about. All over the world, it's the same thing. So let's be more specific about why I stayed in BNI for 25 glorious years. First of all, and I hope as I share these things with you, there'll be something here that you can relate to in your own business and personal development as you prepare for success in 2021. But the first thing that BNI did for me, it taught me how to grow my business. It taught me how to speak about my business and to talk about my ideal clients. BNI taught me how to find and qualify referrals for my fellow members, because that's a very important aspect of it. The referrals have to be of quality and what your members need. I remember so well the first big referral that I received in my chapter 25 years ago. And a large part of it was because I had learned how to tell my members about my payroll processing company and the electronic time clock that we used to calculate and report on the hours that each employee had worked. So one of my members walked into one of his clients one day, and the receptionist was so busy calculating the timesheets that she didn't even have time to answer the phone, much less to speak cordially and welcome to the people who walked in the door. So my BNI member spoke on my behalf to the owner of the company. Even though the owner was his client, he spoke to him about me. And he said, I know that Kathryn Lodal can help you because she has an electronic time clock that will save your receptionist from having to do all of that calculating of hours and wasting time, which prevent her from doing the real job as receptionist to welcome people. That turned out to be one of my best clients and lasted for me quite a few years. Had about 50 employees. Now, the second reason, as I think about it, that I've stayed in BNI so long is that BNI provided me with a safe environment to grow and improve my personal skills. What might those have been? Like speaking in public, managing staff, resolving conflicts. Those are just some of the skills and personal development that I benefited from directly from my membership in BNI. So to give you a few examples, because my team of directors and I had so much experience speaking in front of BNI members weekly and at trainings and at conferences, it gave us the opportunity that we did presentations for the BNI conferences several years in a row, gave us a chance to share our experiences. It gave me the opportunity to develop a team on my staff in my payroll business and later in my BNI business, where we could focus on the development of each individual director and help them become better at improving their individual skills and becoming better leaders of people. And as you can imagine, in any group of people as large as a BNI region with lots of chapters, as you are going to have and already do, there are conflicts from time to time. So learning the ability to resolve conflicts among people in your business and in your BNI organization is another great skill that you will have a lot of chance to practice. We certainly had a lot of practice in helping people work out their differences and solve problems. And these skills also opened many doors for me, as they will for you. The third aspect that BNI gave to me that caused me to stay around for 25 years is the introduction to many professional people. People with different talents, different lifestyles, and from different industries. And soon I was making connections with people all over the world. The thing I remember most is about 4 years ago, I was able to go back and take a very special training for executive directors so that I could go back and sharpen my skills. And I had a chance at that very conference in that training to meet Dr. Olubanjo and thus become great friends, and then to meet Fumi and Kenny and to become part of the team of BNI LEKKI that I sort of wear as a very proud moment. Well, Dr. Olubanjo and I were really the respected elders in that class. There were many young men and women in that class with us who were brand new executive directors in countries all over the world, from Japan and India and Brazil and Turkey. And we made friends with them, and we began to share ideas with them and talk and exchange. And I am so proud now that those young men and women who trained with us just 4 years ago are now among the shining stars of BNI worldwide, doing great things to help their members grow. And a lot of them learning from Mac and Diana in Uganda about how to help their members grow their business, develop personal skills, and cherish the relationships that they develop throughout all of BNI. So in summary, Dr. Olubanjo asked me a question the other day. He said, "Did you ever consider leaving BNI during those 25 years?" And I quickly told him, no, never. Because I realized that the gains that I received from each and every year in BNI were so much greater than the cost of my time and my treasures. And I realized that if I quit, my referrals would dry up and my business would dry up. And if I gave up the environment where I learned from younger people who were my inspiration, I mean, all the computer skills and the Zoom skills and the things I've learned from younger people have kept me young. And if I gave up all of those opportunities to learn, well, I would dry up. And I don't want that. And thirdly, I mentioned the relationships that I've built. Those are things that I treasure. Those are the jewels in my life. And if I left BNI, it would be harder for me to nourish those relationships that I treasure so much. So I want to thank you, each and every one of you. Some of you I recognize from earlier conferences. And one of these days, I promise to come to Nigeria and meet you in person. So thank you so much for making me part of your conference. And I know you're going to have great success in 2021. Go for it.
Thank you.